Once a year, during the Thai New Year of Songkran, Thailand turns into a giant water fight. But hidden inside this chaos is one of the most refined royal dishes in Thai history. This is Khao Chae, a dish refined in the royal courts of Siam, designed to cool the body during the hottest time of the year. And 150 years ago, this dish required an ingredient that didn't exist in Thailand and had to be shipped across the world. Today, you can find it everywhere, from 150 baht takeaway box to some of the most luxurious kitchens in Bangkok. In this video, we're following this one dish, from its simplest form all the way to royal cuisine. Because this isn't just food, it's an identity shaped by heat, history, and global trade. This is Khao Chae. Okay, so first thing first, let's have the simplified version of Khao Chae. I found this in this SMP shop that's in the mall that I usually come to for my meal. This is 155 baht, a simple version of Khao Chae in a takeout box. And well, let's try this. I have never tried a takeout version of Khao Chae before. Eat within date of purchase. Okay, so I'm eating it right now. Okay, so let's try this. Now I'm at the food center of this mall, at the top of the mall. As you can see, we have a better view here, and open that. Oh, beautiful. So we have this bag of rice which has a blue color. It's being colored by butterfly peas, and we have some fresh vegetables, ginger, pepper, lettuce, and these are the small snacks fritters. I already smell some savory notes from here. So we have this is the turnip things, like a Chinese turnip, which I had before, and fried fish ball, and maybe this is a stock pepper, I don't know, something like that. Simplified version, but still it has the whole thing. And finally we have the water here. Usually it should be like what? It has fragrance, and I'm gonna eat that. I'm gonna pour the water into this bowl. Actually kind of hot today here. I am actually very thirsty now. I'm hot, so I need to drink some water. Oh, it is jasmine scented water. Okay. Oh my god, that's good. It will be too violent just to drink the whole thing, so I'm gonna take a sip. Oh, yeah, well that floral scent is needed. Okay, now let's try the Khao Chae, the rice. So let's first put that into the container. Butterfly peas, and I'll attempt to eat it. This is my second time eating Khao Chae. Oh. And the first time I eat it, I don't really know how to do it exactly, but now I have learned some process. So it looks like I need to eat like a savory bite first, then eat the rice and eat the vegetable to reset my palate. Okay, now I need to add this into the rice. The rice should be submerged under the water. Okay, this is the first time I attempt to eat this properly. And the process is to eat a bite of the savory snacks first, then eat the rice and never mix them in the rice. Okay, let's try this one first. Wow. Oh, that is delicious. I mean, even this takeout version is very delicious. Fried shrimp paste or fish paste bowl. Is that kapi? It's very umami, a little funky, a little savory, a little sweet. It has a crumbly texture. There also might be some fish meats in it, because I do taste a little bit of meatiness. Now let's try this. Khao Chae literally means rice and soup. Okay. Eating it this way is something else. That is really good. The cold and refreshing scent balances the savoriness. Before I didn't know anything, I just eat everything from savory side, then I eat the rice. I'm like, the rice is a little too plain, and you know. But if you eat them interchangeably, which you're supposed to do like this, then you have this flavor interplay, intense savory sweetness of all the fritters, and then you balance by this cool, soothing, fragrant rice. And then I should eat a piece of vegetable to reset. Is that green mango? Yes. Crunchy, slightly tart. Let's move on to this. Turnip, fermented cabbage head or something. This is the Chinese root food item. Fermented, yeah, exactly. Interesting, I didn't know I could eat it like this. Okay, let's try this. What is this? Oh, fish floss. Intensely savory, dry, almost like jerky. Had a hint of sweetness. Oh, actually, I love eating it this way. Like, if you eat it properly, the combination of all the sensations is just amazing. They balance out each other perfectly. I believe this is ginger carved into this shape. Is this ginger or finger roux? I mean, it tastes like finger roux. What is that called? Khao Chae. I had this before many times. It has a ginger taste to it, but not like sharp and spicy as a normal ginger. This one is a bit more woody and sweet and fresh. Okay, lastly we have this, I believe it's stuffed pepper. Oh yes. Look at this. Okay, so inside there is a fishbowl almost, and you have pepper that's wrapped in egg glaze. I mean, this is the takeout version, so it's not like the most finesse in terms of presentation, but this I think should be good. That is really good. You're basically having a very tender, meaty fishbowl, or maybe pork. The wrapped in the pepper, have a little bit of oil from the pepper, some savoriness and crispiness from that egg glazing. It's a very rich one. I mean, for this simple version, takeout version, more than good. Time to pour in some more jasmine water, just to keep the rice submerged. Eat this. I love this actually. They also have this chili pepper that's carved into a flower shape. Sweetness from the pepper. These are simple ingredients, but they're very fresh. So that's essentially how you eat Khao Chae in its simplest takeout form. But even that, it's quite enjoyable. I'm just gonna help myself. That technically ticks the box of having Khao Chae, but it's hard to appreciate the full experience in its most basic form. To really understand it, we have to raise the level by more than a bit. By the end of this video, I'll be trying one of the most luxurious Khao Chae in Bangkok. But first, let's head somewhere in between. This is the Jim Thompson House, once home to an American businessman who helped revive Thailand's silk industry in the 1950s, which is a fascinating story of its own. He built this place using traditional Thai houses, right in the middle of Bangkok. Today, it's a museum, a cultural landmark, a shop where you can get some of the finest silk, and surprisingly, a place where you can experience a more refined version of Khao Chae. And that's what I'm here for. Now I'm at Jim Thompson House Museum, and it has a restaurant. I'm here trying their Khao Chae set. As you can see, the environment is very beautiful. They have an indoor dining space, which is also pretty, but I want to showcase the best part of this complex, which is this little garden here, so that's why I choose outdoor seating. It is a little hot, but at least we have plenty of shades to provide some escape from the brutal heat. And as you can see, there is a beautiful pond with a lot of fish, so a little bit breeze, always good. Finally, I've been waiting for this moment, and this is my Khao Chae set. Look at how beautiful this is. We have 6 containers here. This is the rice with ice cubes. This is the jasmine infused water. This is a dessert, and I will be having it last after I finish the Khao Chae. So to proceed, I'm going to pour the jasmine and the water into the rice. Oh, it's such a fragrance. I'm not supposed to drink the water, I'm just supposed to pour it, but I want to take a small sip. Oh my. That is so floral and freshly sweet. It has a subtle sweet scent to it. Okay, here time to pour the water just to submerge the rice. Since this is not my first time, I already know how to eat this properly. Basically, start with the savory items, then you eat the rice, then you eat the vegetable to reset the palate, and you alternate between all the savory side dishes. There are 7 side dishes. Chinese fermented radish, and here we have shrimp bowl, kapi, look kapi, and we have stuffed shallots and stuffed pepper with egg glaze. That looks amazing. And some more, looks like, I don't know if that's like, I don't know, I shouldn't call it tempura, but it's being like slightly battered and fried, and there's fish inside. I haven't had this setup before, so well, let's try the shrimp bowl first. Meaty and savory and umami. Let's get some rice. It turns out there is a canal. That's why there is boat coming by every now and then. Such floral scent to it. And this one feels more natural. Let's try this. I look it up. It says this is stuffed chili with fish. That is so good. The chili is kind of a red fried chili. The skin is kind of thin, a little crispy, batter and fried. And inside you have the eagle rib, which is the fish floss, savory and umami. I like the contrast in between the savory item and the subtle, mild floral sweetness. That alternating sensation is very unique. And then eating carved vegetables to reset the palate. This is green mango. Crunchy, fresh, slightly tart and fruity and sweet. Okay, let's try stuffed shallots. Oh, look at this. This one is got a long shoot sprouting out of the shallots. Is it eatable? Seems so. Again, outside is batter and fried, so a little crunchy. And inside you have the semi-raw shallow flesh, which is a little crispy and a little sweet, sweeter than onion counterparts. And inside you have some savory note to it. Always alternating. I like the chili pepper. A little sweet, not spicy. I mean, it has a very mild heat, but well, let's try this Chinese radish. Okay, since this is Chinese fermented radish, then it tastes exactly the same like that. If you're Chinese, I've eaten that before, like you know what that is. Slightly savory, pickle, umami, a little bit crunchy, and a little bit oily. I absolutely love that alternating sensation. Again, Khao Chae ginger. This is finger root. Wow, this one is very potent. You really get that earthy, a little bitter and peppery heat from it. Okay, moving on to this one. The star of the show, stuffed bell pepper wrapped in egg glaze. Look at how giant this piece is. Wow. I'll try to not contaminate the water, so I'm going to use this as a plate. This is the most delicious of them all. I mean, they're all delicious, but this one, you have a bouncy fishbowl inside, and you have the pepper, which has a little bit like the pepper oil, a pepper sweetness, and a pepperiness, and then the egg glaze, fry and wrap around. Everything is intricately carved. Scallion. But the flavor for this one is pretty mild. Some of them has the sharp spiciness to it. This one, not so much. This one tastes like a pork floss, condensed and fried. Very sweet and umami. So basically all these side dishes are of intense sweet and savory profile. And this is mild and fresh and floral. Again, the alternating sensation.
This is where the dish starts to make sense. The balance, the sequence, the contrast between cold rice and savory sides. It's not random eating at will, but rather carefully orchestrated choreography displayed on the canvas of your palate. By now, you probably have a much better idea of how this dish works.
I have finished the Khao Chae, and before moving on to the last dessert, I actually received 2 complimentary dessert courtesy of the restaurant. They're having a private event now, so like they're moving around things. And okay, let's try this one first. This is pomelo and ice cream. I'm gonna start with that because it looks like it's gonna melt pretty soon. And yogurt ice cream and pomelo. Let's try that. Oh, that is so refreshing.
And this is legit yogurt ice cream. You have a very natural yogurty flavor, a little bit tangy, a little bit lactic. Very smooth and creamy. And there is pomelo and pineapple. And there might be a shaved ice of those infusions. Fruity, and sweet, and crunchy from the pineapple. Different textures from different fruits. And there's some berries too. A very creative fruit dessert. And here, 2 small bite finger food. Tastes like mung bean. Yeah, I think that's mung bean. Creamy and dense. And this one, maybe pandan jelly. Exactly that. And lastly, the original Khao Chae dessert. Lychee, Mayan chip, which is maplao, and mulberry. Let's try it. This mayu chit or maplao is actually quite sweet. I thought it's gonna be a little sour. The flesh is meaty. It almost tastes like a little bit like mango. The mulberry is very interesting. Overall, very good. The environment is stunning.
Today, you can get a carefully prepared Khao Chae for just a few hundred baht. But 150 years ago, one ingredient inside this dish was more luxurious than everything else combined. Ice. Today, ice is everywhere in Thailand. But before the late 1800s, it simply didn't exist in the tropics. During the reign of King Rama V, ice began to appear in Bangkok through international trade. Huge blocks of ice were shipped all the way from Boston in huge insulated ships across the ocean to Southeast Asia and sold to royal courts and wealthy elites. Yes, frozen lake water transported across the globe just to keep things cold. At the time, ice wasn't just refreshing, it was a luxury. Today, ice is everywhere. Cheap, accessible, almost invisible. But it didn't disappear as a symbol of luxury. You still see it, just in a different form. In high-end bars, ice is still treated as a craft. Cut, shape, and design not just to cool a drink, but to elevate it. A small reminder of when something as simple as cold was once a privilege.
The royalty back then might have the best ingredients and the finest cuisine, but they certainly don't have the view here. And that is a great cocktail.
And now, it's time for the final step. The most elaborate version of this dish, in one of Bangkok's most prestigious kitchens serving royal Thai cuisine. Now I'm at my final stop, Royal Orchard. This is a fancy restaurant known for serving royal cuisine, and of course they have Khao Chae, the royal version, the real deal. I have been there before, and they have some of the best version of Khao Chae that I have seen. Thank you. That is.
Duo appetizer.
Oh.
First one we call mahal. This one is pineapple topped with turnips, peanuts, and chicken.
Let's start with the royal appetizers. I have 2 small appetizers here. Before everything, let's try the welcome drink first. Wow, butterfly pea and lemon juice. Very refreshing. Very tangy. Okay, let's start with the first one, mat hok. That bowl is mostly made with peanuts and some meat binding them together. It's very savory, and the pineapple has a slight sweetness and crunch. It's a good balance. Here goes the mango roll. Oh, it's very delicate. Wow, that is some refined flavor. Filling is a balance of sweet, umami, and savory, and you have a little bit crunch from the shallots and from the outer wrapping of the mango, the raw mango, and there's a hint of fish sauce to provide
further umami and some chili for the kick. It's packed with flavor. And also it's been chilled in the ice balls, so the entire sensation is very refreshing and crunchy and umami. That is very good. Second course, we have pomelo with white herb salad. Okay, let's try this. I think I had something similar like this before, like some sort of somdam, but this is the refined royal version, so you have the pomelo pieces. And is that like fried shallots and some peanut crumbles? Okay, let's try it. There's roasted coconut in there, roasted dry coconut. I think the peanuts and the pomelo is not the super tangy one. Flavor is more well-rounded, but you still have the fruitiness from it. Slight sour, slight bitter, and the flavor, again, balanced very well. I don't know if this is due to it being a fancy restaurant, so they have to tone it down, or maybe for royal flavor, like for royal dishes, they're just not supposed to be that strong. It's more about balance and nuances. Needless to say, this is very good. I like this. It's a new profile. Finally, we have the star of the show, Royal Khao Chae in its full glory. Look at this presentation, it's absolutely stunning. Of course, we always have the rice as the base, soaked with the water that's infused with all kinds of flowers. As we can show here, we have lavender, we have rose. There are a bunch of ingredients, but I think there are a lot of people dining today, so they don't have enough time for the display card to show for all the ingredients. But the point is there are a lot of different flowers in there, so very fragrant. And we have two small bowls here. This one has shrimp bowl and fried shallots. These are classics, egg yolk, egg thread. And here, some more classic, stuffed chili pepper, stuffed bell pepper with shrimp and pork mixture and wrapped in egg glaze. And we have a turnip, another shrimp paste, and some shallots. So a lot of ingredients. So you already know how to do it. We alternate in between all the savory dishes and eat the rice and reset the palate. First, I want to try the rice. Okay, get a spoon of the rice, soak with the water. Oh, the rice is something different. It's polished so well and soaked to perfection. They're almost plump. Okay, let's try the shrimp bowl first. Savory item. A little sweet, savory umami. That's pretty much the profile for all those small dishes. The shock of ice water, the reset of the palate. It's a very clean, refreshing sensation, replacing the savory flavor lingering in your palate. To maximize the cooling sensation, I requested more ice. Wow. The cooler, the better. And of course, we have our finger root, Khao Chae here, carved to reset the palate. I love finger root. It's fresh and gingery and peppery with a hint of bitterness. Let's try the fried shallot. You have the shallot sweetness, umami, and the crunchiness of the batter outside. There's some stuffing in the shallot as well, either egg floss or meat floss. Eating Khao Chae is not just about those savory profiles. Those are good, but it's really about the alternating sensation, and especially you eat the savory item, then you immediately follow that with the jasmine ice water. That sudden switch in your palate, the contrast is what makes it special. I don't know who invented this. I mean, I know it's the Hmong people that brought it here, then it was refined in the palace kitchen, but like the idea, whoever come up with the idea initially, like with this is a genius. Okay, let's get some eggs. We have egg yolk. Chase it with moving on, stuffed chili pepper. You can see the batter on the surface. Almost looks like tempura. You can even taste some meatiness, smokiness from the chili flesh itself, but it's more on the drier side. I noticed that the more intense savory the side dish is, the more drastic the transition, the contrast. Okay, then we have the stuffed bell pepper with pork, fish wrapped in egg lace. The bell pepper has already been cut up for you in sections, and you can see that outside is wrapped with egg lace. Then you have the bell pepper, then inside is the pork and fish mixture. And you see it doesn't fall apart, so some of the best presentation and preparations I have come across. Savory, meaty aroma from the bell pepper carried by the oil. Then you have the egg. And we have this green mango. That is raw, all right. Very crunchy and tart. Definitely reset my palate. Let's get some turnip. Slightly sweet, pickle, savory, umami. Is this I think this is called kapi, right? The fish, fermented fish ball, fish paste. Very savory. Fish floss. Fish floss. Very intense. Apparently, this Khao Chae set is so good that I almost finished my rice. Now, finally, it's dessert time. I have two desserts. One is this, looks like maplan. What is that? Mayung chit. Just two fruit pieces, maplan pieces in shell ice and some mint, presented in this, again, beautiful platter of dry ice. And the other one is a kufi made with coconut. Okay, let's try this. That's just the fruit. Almost tastes like mango. Sweet. In this frozen ice shaving type of base. Okay. Maybe it's like a granita type of thing at the bottom. There's added sugar, slightly sweet. Yeah, granita. That's refreshing. Then here is the kufi pop coconut in this bowl of shell ice. Coconut, and there's actual coconut flesh inside. That is cold. This one is not that sweet though. I think that's really made with the coconut juice and coconut flesh straight from the coconut. That's it. No added sugar. So that wraps it up.
And this is Khao Chae in its full glory. From a simple takeaway box to royal cuisine, this is the journey of Khao Chae, a dish shaped by heat, refined by royalty, and carried across the world by ice. And somehow, it still exists in both worlds. This is Fufu, and thanks so much for watching. Subscribe for more amazing videos of food, culture, and everything in between. I'll see you next one.